Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso. My friends, our action each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes following these charts. Practice trading every opportunity that we get. What we teach you here can be used on your favorite ETFs and stocks, as long as, of course, they are chartable. And you figure that out by going back in time, backtracking, and seeing how accurate the crossovers are. Now, let's jump into these charts. We see stocks and Bitcoin are down for the day, and we see gold and bonds are up. Let's first jump into the S&P 500. We see some exciting things going on. Now we can see where things are leveling off, down just a little bit for the day, 0.30%. It did pop up a little higher than on Friday in the morning, but then shaved that off. We see we are green on the STC. We've crossed over the 200 EMA on the half-day chart. Now, could it roll back over and go through it and down? Yes, it could. Is it going to do that? We don't know. There's a lot of upward momentum that we see there. How do we know that? We look at the 2-day chart. We can see, again, it's pushing through the candle body itself, the 200 EMA, which is great. We see the STC is green, and check out what's happening with the weekly. It is flipping over, going from red to green. Third week of up movement. Candle body's nice, about where it was last week as far as topping off. We saw where that week starting the 13th of June, it bounced off the 200 EMA on the weekly chart, so things are poised to move up and move up strongly. So we'll wait, watch, and see. Would love to see this roll back a little bit and give us the ability to jump into an up move. You know, like to see a red STC so we could reset and then find a jumping in point. Hasn't happened yet. We'll keep our eye on things. Let's go to the Qs, the Nasdaq 100. What do we see going on there? It was down less for the day, but again, both of them were down just a little bit. S&P, as I said, was down 0.30. Nasdaq 100 down 0.06%, so 0.6%. Not down much. We can see where things reached a higher high in the morning, burned some of that off in the afternoon. Of course, pushed through on Friday morning and then Friday afternoon, the 200 EMA on the half-day chart today. Of course, it is green, hasn't pushed through the 200 EMA yet, so has a ways to go doing that. But the STC is green, and the weekly actually going into the second week after flipping over to green. That just happened at the end of this last week and going higher. So that is good to see. So again, we're poised to jump in when we have a spot to do that. Or again, things could roll back over and head down, but you do have a lot of push from the market to keep moving up. We'll wait, watch, and see where things go. Now, let's move on to bonds. Bonds rebounding up 2.22% for the day. Pounding up, we had slid sideways for many days, and then, of course, popping up to higher highs. That's nice to see. Moving up toward that 200 EMA. Green on the STC on the half-day, green on the 2-day. Now, you guys remember, we are still well below the 200 bonds have come so far down. So ways to go to climb back up there, but positive on the STC on the 2-day. Positive on the STC on the weekly too. Another thing that happened, as we have seen over the last, this was 2 weeks ago, went green on the STC on the weekly. It too, though, is still well below the 200 EMA, but moving in the right direction, and of course, giving us the ability to, again, hopefully see this penetrate the 200 EMA on the half-day chart and give us the opportunity to jump into some up trades. But that's where we are. We're still, waiting, watching, seeing the way this market's going to shake out. There's a lot that could pull it all down. So we're keeping that in mind too. Plus, we're in the summertime trading zone where what? There typically is not a lot of volume, and things can, of course, move sideways, up some, down some, can be very herky-jerky. When we're moving, though, through the summertime trading zone, as we get into the fall-winter trading zone, things will get much, much more beautiful. They almost always do. COVID did cause some weird things to happen. In fact, we talked about it through COVID, how the summertime trading zone over the last summers was completely different than it usually is. So we'll continue to keep an eye on things, hope they're going back to normal. Now, let's move on to gold. What do we see there? Well, gold's below the 200 EMA, but is heading up for the day 0.57%. And again, about where it was in the morning as in the afternoon. Green on the STC. We go to the 2-day. New note on both the 2-day and the half-day, we're below the 200 EMA. Nice up movement. We see that the 2-day switching over. Actually, on this latest 2-day candle, to green from red on the STC, still below the 200 EMA there. What about the weekly? We've seen things bounce off 2 weeks. This last week of doji, this week moving up, so that is nice to see. STC still negative on the weekly, bouncing off, of course, that 200 EMA going in the right direction. So we'll see how gold shakes out. I am so ready for gold to move through the 200 EMA so that we're then on the long side, and I want to see gold just crack it, just go right through the roof. That would be nice. I love buying gold. Now, lastly, we will go to Bitcoin. This is the XBTF. This is the VanEck Bitcoin Trust. What do we see going on there? Up for the day 3.78. I'm not up, down, as I said earlier. 3.78%. Bitcoin is down. We can see where it's hit this top. It's hit it a couple of times now around the 2340 something mark and then rolling over. So again, the STC still positive, but the STC has not done a whole lot for us here over the last few weeks with all of this sideways slippage. We will continue to watch. We're well below the 200 EMA there, but would love to see things clear that. But again, pulling back, we'll see where we hit a bottom again and see if we can break through on the next move up. We look at the 2-day. Where are we there? Again, the 2-day sliding along sideways. We can see where it bumped up and then down, bumped up and then down. So it is green. We'll keep an eye on that. Where are we on the weekly? Again, not hitting the highs around the same points of the last 2 weeks yet, first day of this latest weekly candle. So we'll keep an eye on Bitcoin. Now, we've seen things move up before only to move down again. Have we reached a floor? That'd be nice. We thought maybe it reached a floor around here, and then, of course, it ran off again, then sort of bottomed out around the 2830 mark and then dropped down again. So we'll keep our eye on things, see which way Bitcoin goes. I'm ready for it to blow through the 200 EMA and give us some opportunities for upside on Bitcoin. We'll see where it goes. We love to hear from you. cw@chartingwealth.com. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. We so appreciate hearing from you. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.